Week 3 of training camp and the dog days of summer are kicking in. On Wednesday, halfway through practice, Todd Bowles told his players to take off their pads, a welcome treat by his team.
Thanks, Coach, for taking the shoulder pads off. I don't think anybody was relaxing on a work standpoint. It's just practice a little smarter. We are still getting ready for a game this week, so I guess that's a little tidbit from Coach.
That was a huge reward for us, taking the pads off and being able to slow it down physically, but pick it up more mentally. And for our bodies, we need that right now. I'm trying to get in the ice bath as much as possible, and I'm trying to take care of myself. But even with everything I'm trying to do, is the camp is pretty taxing on your body.
I'm now joined by our NFL insider Ralph Vacchiano. And Ralph, let's start with Robby Anderson, because he has proven that he could step into Quincy's shoes these last couple of weeks.
He really has. He's had a much better camp than I thought, because every time I look at him, I don't see a guy that I think is going to be a #1 receiver. He is rail thin, doesn't look like he has a lot of strength. He seems to me like he's a guy who would just be a big play threat, but he makes a lot of difficult catches. I want to see it in a game when he has to fight through press coverage, when somebody's really on him in the corner of the end zone. But so far in training camp and the preseason game, I really like what I've seen.
Okay, I'm not going to end without asking about the quarterback situation.
Of course not.
Second preseason game coming up on Saturday. What do you expect from all three of these guys?
Well, we'll see a little bit more of Josh McCown. I still think it's most likely that he's going to end up as the opening day starter, so the Jets need to get him working more with the first team offense. How many series do you think he'll get? Probably about 3 or so. You might see him get close to the end of the first half, but I really also think they want to get Christian Hackenberg ready. This is all about how much they can get Christian Hackenberg to play, especially if he doesn't play to start the regular season. They need to see him now. I think he'll probably get just as much time as McCown does, and they're going to want to see a little bit more development from him. In that first game, he did some things well, but didn't really air it out much on offense. I think you're going to see a different game plan in game 2.
Week 3 of training camp. Is this what you expect from this team right about now?
I think so. I think you're seeing a team that's getting a little tired of practicing. I think they were happy to get the pads off in practice. I think they're really going to want to start getting to the games. They get a bunch of games in a row right away. But you see a team that it's going to be as up and down right now as I expect you'll see them during the regular season. It's young, they're developing, and it's obviously going to take some time.
Well, always up when I'm with you.
Of course.
Appreciate it, Ralph. Back to you.